Thanks for tuning in on this second presentation on film acting. If you missed the previous lecture on this topic, please click on the link below in the description to access Part 1. The bulk of this lecture will be some writing advice from me to you, and the rest of it is defining some terms that you may already know a little bit about. As a review, acting is easy to talk about, but perhaps difficult to analyze, and that is okay. In your papers, try to redefine your subjective opinion to words other people can relate to. I had some suggestions in my previous lecture about this. After all, in a film studies course, studying acting is not about learning how to carry out the performance. That's the actor's job. Writing about acting is about learning how to observe and study actors. Plenty of non-actors have intelligent and astute observations on acting. In fact, acting is performed at the pleasure of the audience member. So don't worry too much if you're not an artist. You have plenty of intelligent things to say about art if you want to. The advice I have to give here applies to basically everything, but we'll apply it to acting. Some things I ask myself when I'm writing a film paper or article might be the following. How is the actor trying to reach me emotionally? Are the actors playing a role that is very in-depth and emotionally strenuous? Or is the actor playing a part that's close to his or her persona? If you're not into philosophizing and want to analyze more clinically, who is the lead actor in this film? Does the lead carry all of the action, or do the supporting cast play a big part in the plot? Is this movie an ensemble piece? Were the casting choices right for this film? The role of a casting director is very complex at times. The casting director typically combs through submitted actor headshots for any given project and helps the director or the producers see what options there are for any given role. Sometimes a casting director might even be able to make recommendations to the director based on the strength of what they saw in the actor's audition. In most cases, you will have a lead actor who generally commands the lion's share of a film's budget as salary. It should be readily apparent who the lead of a movie is, keeping in mind that the lead actor may not necessarily be the character with the most lines. Supporting actors generally support the lead, as an individual, solitary character, or sometimes with a bunch of characters forming an ensemble. Some movies are considered ensemble pieces where the overall drama is carried by actors all in a group, all pulling roughly equal weight. On big-budget films, they can also command a high, if not equal, salary to the star. In some movies, you'll see a lot of background characters, non-speaking roles, actors that we used to call extras. As I've said in previous lectures, choosing your words carefully to describe an actor's performance might seem difficult at first, but another way to write about acting is to discuss the relationship between technology and the actor's performance. When early cameras were invented, acting changed forever as actors could do multiple takes of scenes. They didn't have to perform the script in scene order, and an editor would cut out the lines if the actor made a mistake. The film industry was born the day someone invented a camera. Try not to be too overly critical of technology of the past. If you really look at it, we are always at the mercy of technological failures. Studying screen acting is about making comparisons. Stage acting versus film acting, acting in a silent film versus acting in a sync sound film, acting while the camera is far away versus close up. Look for the relationship between the camera and the actor. Is it more intimate or less intimate? Is it more intense or less intense? Just do a compare and contrast and don't look for how films are encumbered by technology. Technology is always changing, and who knows, the cameras that we use a year from now might be drastically different than the cameras that we use today. Thanks for watching.